Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm going to show you how I use CSM auto rigging and animations in Unreal 5. The first thing you want to do is either import your own mesh, but I'm using a mesh that I already generated using image to 3D. And once it loads, you'll be able to orientate the character properly. He should be facing face front on to the camera. Once the character loads, you'll be able to click and drag around the markers. Just kind of estimate, it all depends on your character. You can use symmetry, of course. Just place them the best of your abilities and just follow the character chart on the left. Once your character is loaded, we have preset animations for you to go ahead and use, and also you are welcome to use our text to animation for any very specific animations that you want. When back in Unreal, I imported the FBX version of the animation. I'll talk about that later on in the video. You just import it into Blender and then export it as an FBX. But I'm in the third person character blueprint, and I'm just replacing the character to my little space guy. I'm resizing the character to make it fit the little collision box better, and so he's not so large. I'm playtesting just to make sure the new character does load and it's not still the old one. The next thing you're going to want to do is create a new animation BlendSpace. You're going to select your character and then name it. This allows you to control the speed of your character and what animation plays with that speed, and it blends those animations together. Here I'm putting the walk in the center. It's a neutral animation, and then I go back over to CSM and I download the run. The run will be placed in the BlendSpace all the way to the far right. This tells the blueprints that if the character is going max speed, it'll be running. Here I'm just kind of showing you how I imported it to Blender first and then exported the animation as an FBX instead of GLB. FBXs work a lot better than GLBs in Unreal. You can test it out and see if the GLB works for you, but it did not work for me. Like other times it didn't, so I just converted it to an FBX and then just uploaded it the same way I did before. I go ahead and drag the run to the very far right, and to the very far left I'm missing the idle animation, so I will go back into CSM and choose a idle animation I want to use. This is optional, but I did end up trimming down some of the animations just so they look a bit smoother in game. This isn't necessary, this is definitely optional. but I just wanted to do this. Back in CSM, I like this wave animation, so I'm going to make it my idle. So I'm going to take this and upload it back to Blender, export it as an FBX, and then import it into Unreal like I did the other two. Here I'm adding the idle, which is the wave, all the way to the far left, and then I kind of test it out to make sure that if he were to go super fast or slow, it will blend between the three animations. So we'll go into more of the complicated things. You can kind of pause and recreate what I did. This is in the character animation blueprint. You'll have to create a new character animation blueprint and just select your character. You can pause and kind of go over each little step. This is for if you want jumping. It's not necessary, but I wanted to jump. And I show here the blueprints for the transition between each animation and which way they go. For the transition between jumping and falling, I just have to click that auto blend button, and it's the same between land and idle/walk. In the walk/idle state, you'll just drag and drop the BlendSpace that we made and attach the speed variable, which I will show you how we made. Here's the blueprint and the event graph on this blueprint. You can see what's all attached. We got the velocity, which got the length, which gets the speed, and then for the falling, you'll get the is in air, is falling variable, and then there's the other little bit to help play the animation. And you can pause and recreate this too as well. The blueprint for the animation graph, just the state machine, the default slot, and then the output. Back in the third person character, you're going to replace the animation blueprint with the one that we just made, and play test it. You can see that he's walking a bit slower than his speed, so you can either speed up the animation or lower the speed on the character so his walking is slower and it matches the animation, or you can speed up the animation so the animation matches the speed on the character. And that can be found in the viewport under character movement, and you'll see like max speed or max run or something right there, and you'll just change it. You can alter it in between until it matches up the animation you like. Here I added it to a world to kind of match the vibe more. Here you can see him jumping. And I hope this video helps, and I'm excited to see what everybody makes. Thank you for watching. Bye!